Our world is full of amazing people who come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. In today's video, I want to share with you my experiences of meeting the world's tallest and smallest people. Although physically they may catch you by surprise, what hooked me the most was the size of their big, loving hearts. First, I'm going to take you to the Philippines, where this young man's height completely changed his family's life forever. This is Jun Ray, and he's the world's shortest man. At 23.62 inches in height, Jun Ray Balawing holds the Guinness World Record title for the smallest living man on this planet. He stopped growing at the early age of 1. His age now? 26. Jun Ray lives in a city called Dapitan in the Mindanao region of southern Philippines. Jun Ray comes from a normal family with 4 siblings. He's the only one with this condition, and doctors still don't know exactly why. Can you talk about when he was born, from a young age? When did you realize that he would stop growing?
Jun Ray's mother bore him normally, just like the normal parents bore a child. And then the moment Jun Ray was delivered, they noticed that it's just this size, just this inches. Born.
He has a speech defect and has trouble standing on his own, and on top of his conditions, Jun Ray grew up in a poor family. His father earned $2 a day as a blacksmith, which was barely enough to feed a family of 6. They used to only eat dried fish and bananas, and he couldn't afford to see any doctor until he was 8 years old. But then when Jun Ray turned 18, he was awarded this Guinness World Record certificate, and that's when things for him and his family began to change. He became a national sensation, being interviewed by every media outlet and landing him and his family a job at a local park and a new house right here at the tourism office. Nowadays, Jun Ray is well taken care of, getting regular checkups at the hospital and maintaining a healthier diet. Jun Ray and his father don't want you to feel bad for him. Despite being small and having trouble speaking, doctors say that he's able to live a long, normal life, and he can do many things by himself. What kind of things make Jun Ray happy?
He valued things like seeing kids around the street playing. He's approachable. He's trying to clap his hands with everything that amazes him.
But he can be stubborn when his parents try to tutor him.
He wants it in his way of learning and experiencing things. Like, for example, if I'm going to tell him this is letter A, but he wants it like that. He wants it to be in his way.
That being said, his listening skills are quite good.
He understood everything from what his dad telling.
Kusga. Ina bakaon ko.
So that is Jun Ray.
Thank you, Jun Ray.
Na thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You've now heard the story about the world's shortest man, but let's see what life is like on the other side of the spectrum and on the other side of the world. I take you right now to Turkey.
Hello, I am Sultan Kosan. I am tallest man, Guinness World Record 251.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Good morning, everyone. So my buddy Anıl and I have driven 17 hours from Istanbul to southeastern Turkey to meet with Mr. Sultan in his hometown, which is a tiny village just outside of the ancient city of Mardin. So we're going to be spending a half day with him, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek into his life. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
What was the first moment where you realized that you were actually way taller than all of your friends?
Ben o zaman küçüktüm yani.
He says he first realized that when he was 9 years old, he was always the longer and longer. But the problem is he had a tumor on these sides, and that tumor was pressurizing. It creates more and more growth hormone. So he was growing unlimitedly. But in 2011, he went to Virginia University in Washington, and a radiotherapy helped him to stop his growth.
There does come some advantages from being taller than everyone else, and Sultan certainly enjoys them.
The first advantage is he's a Guinness World Record holder. So thanks to that record, he has been traveled among 127 countries. And the second advantage for him, he was able to help the domestic works in the houses to clean the ceiling and changing the bulbs and hanging the curtains and everything.
But being so tall is not always as fun as it seems. Sultan is faced with a number of disadvantages, such as not being able to drive a car and drawing too much attention every time he's in the public eye. The extreme attention that Sultan attracts is the main reason why he chooses to live with his parents in a small village 50 kilometers away from Mardin. Everyone here knows him and he can live his life without being bothered. We're just now leaving Sultan's house. We spent 3 hours with him and his family and just sharing stories and playing music and talking and just hanging out mostly with cameras off, and it was a very special experience, very emotional and touching experience. He struggles a lot and it's hard for him to walk, as you guys could see, but amazing story, and thank you guys for tuning in. Now that you guys have gotten to know the world's tallest and shortest individuals, you're probably wondering who else out there could be to meet. Well, along my travels, I've had the privilege of meeting many tribes and communities, but Central Africa might have the shortest of them all. What's up everyone? Today I'm going to introduce you to the humble life of the Pygmy tribe in the Central African Republic. Scattered around the dense tropical forests of Central Africa are an ethnic group called the Pygmies. About 900,000 of them in total can be found mostly in Gabon, Cameroon, the DR Congo, and right here in Central African Republic. The Pygmies are known to have an intimate relationship and connection with the forest because it's been their beloved home for centuries upon centuries. The Pygmies live a simple, stress-free life which involves gathering fruit, harvesting spices, and hunting game like gazelles. They live one of the simplest lives that humans can live. They have no phones, no cars, no electricity, no internet, no TV, absolutely no connection to the outside world. They've also never left this forest, and while that may sound bizarre to you, they dance, they smile, and from what I'm seeing, they have a great life. Genetically speaking, the Pygmies are among the world's most unique people because of their height. On average, Pygmies are 35% shorter than the standard human being, and anthropologists still don't know why this happens. You can see inside their houses are tiny. I'm taller than the roof. Oh man. They live in makeshift homes built from trees. Their earrings are twigs. They have their own language, which is only spoken, not written. They tattoo their faces for beauty. They have no material possessions. Every day is the same. What do you enjoy the most about life?
You say what he wants the most is just working, hunting, cultivating, that's his joy.
And lastly, I'm gonna take you guys to the lovely country of South Sudan to meet the world's tallest humans. Let's hit it. Until today, I always thought that the world's tallest people were in Holland and Latvia. And then I came to the country of South Sudan and I can't even touch the top of their heads.
South Sudan, as you can see, is a land of the tall and dark. That's the first thing you're gonna see when you first come to South Sudan. And I love it. I love my height, and being here makes me love it and makes me embrace who I am and how tall I am.
So your friends and family the same height as you, the girls?
I'm actually short, but my brothers are way taller than me.
Okay, so just for reference, you filming? She's the shortest one, and look at this. Like, you're like 5 inches taller than me. I'm the tallest one in my family.
No!
Yeah. The majority of the country's 13 million people belong to the Dinka tribe, who inhabit the banks of the Nile and have some of the most stunning physical features you'll ever see. They're extremely slim and tall, almost all of them, with both men and women averaging well over 6 feet tall. In fact, the tallest NBA player in history is a guy named Manute Bol, standing at 7 feet 7 inches. And can you guess where he's from? South Sudan. Why are the people of South Sudan so unbelievably tall? One biological theory states that in tropical climates, animals tend to have longer limbs to allow them to sweat more and not overheat. Since humans also adapt to their climate, that's exactly what the Dinkas have done to evolve as the tallest human race this planet has ever seen. We all have physical features that make us unique, and that's the most beautiful thing about humanity. I hope this video is able to remind us all to embrace our differences, because if everything was the same, then life would be a lot less interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means the world to me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you can stay updated on all my travel videos as I go to every country in the world, and also ring that little bell icon so you can get a notification when I post a new video. Lastly, if you're on Instagram, hit me up at Drew Binsky. I share a lot of behind the scenes live content on Instagram stories for my trips. With that all being said, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.